I was at the bar the other night with my girlfriends. This nice guy, he came up to me and asked me to dance. I said, sure, I love to dance. You know, plus I like that TikTok shit. I said, yeah, I'll dance. But he said, listen, I have to ask you a question first. I said, well, sure, what is it? So he asked me, he said, listen, were you ever a man? I said, no, sir, I was never a man. But I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't mad at the question, because you never know these days, right? But I told him, I said, listen, I was born with all this. So he said, okay. So we proceeded to the dance floor. But he said, listen, I just really need to be sure. So he walked me by the exit sign where the light was at and told me to look up. I did it because he was cute and I wanted to dance. But I asked him, I said, well, why the hell am I doing this? He said he wanted to see if I had an Adam's apple sticking out of my neck. I said, well, damn, this is what you got to do to get a fucking dance around here? This is some bullshit. But he was a nice guy. And after we danced, I asked him, I said, well, listen, why did you think I was a man? So he said, honestly, it's that mustache. He was telling the truth. And I explained to him, I said, listen, I'm fully aware that I have a 5 o'clock shadow under my nose. I'm fully aware of that. I explained to him that I come from a long line of hairy women. All the women in my family are very hairy. But I explained to him, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to wax my mustache. I really am. I told him. So I explained to him, I said, I'm afraid because my sister had a mustache and she waxed hers. And when it grew back, that bitch looked like Steve Harvey. So I ain't fucking around. I said, I'll keep my little 5 o'clock shadow. But I also told him, I said, listen, I don't shave nowhere. Nowhere. I like you. What's your name? Bob? Oh, Rob. Rob, let me ask you, are you with any of these ladies tonight? Oh, that's your wife. Okay, well, back up. Back on up. Is that your lady? No. Okay, so you here alone. You on tonight. Let me ask you something. What's your name? John. John, you ever heard of being down with the swirl? You don't know what that is? Well, let me educate you, John. Being down with the swirl is like vanilla and chocolate ice cream mixed together. That's what the swirl is. You look tall too, John. How you tall?
Oh my God, very tall.
How tall are you, John?
6'4".
John, we're gonna have to talk after the show. And maybe I could be, have you ever been with a black woman? You have? What? You should have known what the swirl is. Oh man, Johnny, you've been with a black woman. Damn, I was hoping to be the first. I like to be the first. We're gonna talk after the show, John. Oh man, see, break my concentration. It's all your fault. Okay, so, you know one thing I will say, one thing with us women, we gotta get it together. You know why? Because we don't like to tell our age. Why? Oh, it's personal. Oh, it's private. Fuck that. Be proud of the years that you've been living on this earth. Listen, every chance I get, I tell my age. Listen, I'm 51 years old. Can y'all give that up, Erie? everyone, listen. I have secrets and tips to keep me looking youthful. So I like to share. So I'm going to share my tips with you guys tonight. So the one thing I do that keeps me looking youthful is I masturbate. My motto is masturbate every night keeps the skin tight. Now, I don't know if we have any Spanish women in the building. Do we have any Spanish women? They didn't get here yet. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know something. Spanish women are the best masturbators on the planet. They're the best. Spanish women are so good at masturbating, they don't even